At the Shabby Chic factory in Los Angeles, Rachel and Mark have selected items from the Ann Arbor flea market to touch up. Through subtle alterations, these pieces will be transformed into shabby chic treasures. It only requires minor changes to give this piece that polished look.
Now this is a three-way mirror?
Yeah. Yep.
And is that just by itself?
Nope, and that actually goes to this piece over here. It's a little vanity.
Oh, how perfect.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
Yeah, it is.
So that shows some quality and age.
Rachel appreciates the natural patina.
I do like the way the green accent's coming through.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Okay.
and even though, of course, you know that I like either to have the real nice, authentic old paint or freshen it up, I'd like to do a combination with this. I'd like to keep just the natural paint the way that it is.
Okay.
But there's just a few too many dings, so let's do more of a touch-up of this.
So just match the paint.
If you
and,
can,
go from there.
yeah,
Right,
so that we do have a few of these kind of funky things going on.
Rachel suggests replacing the metal knobs as the final touch. Mark's first challenge is to cover the dark wood spots on this vanity.
So I'm going to put a little bit of paint on my brush and start covering these areas. I don't have to worry about being really specific that I only want to, I don't want to try to follow that line in there meticulously. You don't have to do that. You can lay it on relatively thickly, and then later on, once it dries, I'm going to come back over there with a very fine sandpaper and sand that off, and the whole thing's going to blend together beautifully. Okay, now you'll notice on top here there are a number of different variations on the color of white. We have some that are almost going into some cream, a little bit of ivory, which is actually easier to deal with when you're trying to match the paint. I picked a white that I thought was sort of somewhere in between. It's actually, when there are a number of different colors coming through the piece, it's actually a little bit easier to match because it doesn't have to be exact.
Mark reinforces the flimsy plywood that supports the mirror.
When you are screwing in this area, right, these top two nails, this one you can go as deep as you want to. These two, be careful that you're not going all the way through the piece. Okay, so we've tied into our three different areas, and feels very secure, a lot better than it was before. And I'm going to do it on the other side, and this piece will be complete.
Adapting the unique pieces that Rachel's associate Mark Colson found in Ann Arbor to the world of shabby chic required a minimal amount of effort. Once the appraisals and touch-ups are completed, these new shabby chic staples are arranged in Rachel's Los Angeles store.
Now, even though I'm in somewhat of a unique situation that I have to have things to fill up my store, which is one of the reasons that I sent Mark to Ann Arbor to come back hopefully with a truck full of things, nevertheless, what I try and do for my customers is to display things in such a way that they really can get a good idea of what these items are going to look like in their homes.
This vanity blends seamlessly into the shabby chic setting. Though the dark wood spots were painted over, Rachel kept the piece's character by allowing the light green accents to peek through.
I did ask him to see if he could come up with any other ideas of not using the glass drawer pulls, just because they do seem to be everywhere right now. And of course, once again, we do have the drawer lining inside, which is just a lovely pale blue color, all very muted and nice, and actually the color here picks up on the accent of green that's in the mirror here.
The shabby chic design principles allow for the combination of eclectic, one-of-a-kind pieces.